When finally from the 1st of July, the goods and services tax was implemented, it was anticipated that there would be a huge amount of disruption which would be caused. In fact, it was expected, and many of us in government were factoring it in. But one didn't see any significant amount of disruption being caused. The switchover so far has been relatively far smoother than what we expected. There were some concerns. Some industries, 2 or 3 sections, went on a protest. Why should we pay our taxes? We have never paid them. And the reaction of the rest of the society, particularly the consumers, who eventually bear the brunt of all taxation is, why should you not be paying taxes? Why should any section of the economy itself should think that it enjoys an immunity from paying taxes? Then there has been this debate going on as to the applicability of the goods and services tax in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. And just before joining your program, I got the good news that both the Legislative Assembly and the Legislative Council there have passed a resolution adopting the goods and services tax central constitutional amendment, which actually means that in a debate in a state like Jammu and Kashmir, where there was a political thinking actively supported by even the separatist elements, that you should not integrate in terms of taxation with the rest of the country, the consumers eventually have prevailed, because the consumers' viewpoint really was that why should I pay tax twice over? Now, I am referring to these 3 examples only to highlight that as India transforms in terms of its economy and looks further towards becoming a new India, probably marching over the next several years to becoming a more developed economy, I think India today has become far more aspirational. The strength of public opinion in India, more than ever before, has been to support economic reforms and look forward for a far more developed India. Now, if I look back the last 3 years, how would any of these reforms have been reacted to by a large number of people within the political space and outside, let us say 2 decades from today, when actually about 25, 26 years ago, the reform process has started? There were several sectors of the economy which we opened out to the foreign direct investment. We made the rules easier. We actually now ended up abolishing the FIPB. And I have not heard even a whisper of protest as far as the country is concerned. In fact, a strong and an aspirational public opinion has strongly supported each one of these steps. I think a second important factor which has taken place is that there is an increasing check and balance, both by public opinion, media, by institutions like the judicial institution, the CAG and others, that there are no misuses of governmental discretions for collateral purposes, which in simple terms means that people are up in arms against political corruption. And on each occasion, when we've eliminated discretions in the matter of allocation of resources, or a step which I announced in the budget, which we want to act on in the next near future with regard to cleansing the political funding, we find a very strong public support behind this.